everybody. This is Barry. You're watching Barry and the PI. I've got one of my new shirts on today. I'm a lucky man that women like to buy me shirts, and colorful shirts too. So I don't have to go and do it and pick it out. Uh, well, it's a sunny day today, and but does have a little wind blowing. Uh, it's a pretty nice day. I think a high of 83 or today, so no chance of rain. There's not a cloud in the sky right now. We're earlier, but it's a nice day. And I've been reading about these guys from Western countries that move here without a permanent source of income. Maybe they have a few thousand bring with them, and they're hoping to find that young, pretty island girl that's going to love them forever. And they come over and think I'll just get a job. There's no jobs for you. Very few jobs, such as teaching, online teaching and stuff like that. If you've got millions of dollars, then yeah, you can come here and live a pretty good life. But most of these guys are not. So guys, don't do that. If you come over here and you find a girl, you can take her back to the U.S. or Australia or Great Britain, and they will get a job and work just as hard as you do. And that's what I did with Maida, and she did very well in the U.S. Well, she speaks very good English. So you just can't do it. There's too many of you that are going broke now, can't even get back to the U.S. or whatever country they were from. And their lives are not very pleasant. So do your due diligence and go around, travel around, and look for spots that you might like to be comfortable in, and make sure you have enough source of income to maintain that lifestyle you want here. But don't think you're going to start a business and at least not unless you have a lot of money. The Philippines now is going to be accepting, looking for investors and companies that want to set up their business here. But that's only for people with a lot of money. And I don't have a lot of money. I had enough money to find this place and able to buy it. And it's in an ideal location because of the weather here is just great. You seldom see me sweating. So you have to think about that, plan for it. Don't just settle on, oh, I went to Angeles City, I'm just going to live here. Yeah, you can, but it's probably more expensive there than say here because of all the food opportunities there. a lot of American and Western style restaurants and stuff, plus the bar girls. Uh, but my idea of retirement isn't sitting in a bar drinking beer all day and looking at the bar girls, or even bar finding them once in a while. Uh, I've been a lifelong naturalist. And nature is important to me, and we found this place, and I've got nature all around me. There's never know what you're going to find in this yard. Some critter comes in from the jungle and looking for food, and he finds my 5 dogs barking like hell around him, around it, and they pretty much try to fake they're dead, get those dogs away from them. And then others, we just had a poisonous snake in the yard. I haven't been able to figure out exactly what it is, but my yard man thought it was a cobra. And so my wife went with that. Unfortunately, the yard man had his bolo there, and so nobody gets hurt. There's You have to get used to the culture too. Some things I wasn't expecting is go to a McDonald's and be told, sorry, out of stock. I went for breakfast. They don't have what I wanted. You go buy furniture someplace, pick out that perfect sofa. I want that one. Sorry, sir, out of stock. So that happens to you. The traffic here can be very aggravating, especially if you want to do the driving. Me and I know a bunch of others, they let their wives do the driving, or they hire a driver to drive them. There are guys here that will do that, work as your driver, but MITA does good enough. We get there eventually. That's in the Philippines. It's going to be eventual. You're not going to arrive there just like that. You can't go 100 miles on the freeway and get someplace quickly. Like back in America, you can do that. Not here. You've got every mode of transportation on these roads, except for the big freeways, the skyways and stuff like that. They won't let motorcycles and jeepneys and stuff like that on those. So you just gotta have this, develop a laid back attitude. We'll get there eventually. Not as quickly as I wanted to. When we went to Legazpi and Daraga, that was a 12 to 14 hour trip one way. And just traffic here, you find buses, jeepneys, motorcycles, cows, dogs, cats, children standing on the side of the road holding out their hands. Their mama's there waving you on to go around the curve or something. And you want a peso. You got to stop and give them a peso. You don't have to, but I mean, I do it. Method of some of them. That's going to be dinner tonight. So yeah, it's a different pace of life, and always it doesn't go as fast as you want it to. Just building a house sometimes takes you a year. What in America would be done in 3 or 4 months. Um, so uh, if you don't have patience, you probably won't like it here in the Philippines. Patience is needed, and a c'est la vie attitude. It's life, and so do you get bored here? Uh, I don't get bored too often here uh, because of, I'm surrounded by all these plants that are new to me. I see different kinds of insects here. I see different kinds of birds, lizards, snakes. So you never know what you're going to find. And I got these cacao trees. I'm waiting for them to start producing. One of them, I think, probably start getting some cacao chocolate out of those. So that's what you have to do is prepare, study, uh, spend some time here. Don't have to spend a year here to find where you want to live. There's many good places to live here in the Philippines, many great cities, and then all the different islands to explore. So it's a great place to live if you got patience and not be in a hurry. Uh, so that's that's about it for me for today. This is a great country to live in, to retire in, as long as you got money coming in, steady income, and have the patience and enjoy life uh, and enjoy the nature around you. So by all means, if you want to come and you've got those resources available to you, just don't be in a rush. Don't say, oh, the first girl you meet, uh, she's going to be it. Like I said, told Maida when we first met, I said, I really do like you, and you seem to like me, and let's take it slow and get to know each other, date, and go places together, and then we can, if everything's worked out, then we can talk about marriage. So we dated for a couple of years, uh, and I was working in Taiwan, and every few months I would fly to Hong Kong, and then when she moved back to Philippines, into the Philippines. And we've been married now 24 years. It's going to almost, yeah, our wedding anniversary is coming up next month. So I don't know what I'm going to get her. She has everything she needs. I'm not saying she has everything she wants, but she has everything she needs. Anyway, we'll celebrate that in a few weeks, a couple of weeks. So y'all take care of your family, take care of your kids, take care of your pets. Don't forget them. My pets, I have 5 dogs, and they're always fun to be around. And they will follow me as I go walking around the yard. They'll follow me and sniffing and looking for something that may have come into our yard, and they're just a lot of fun to have. Oh, all right. Adios, amigos and amigas. We'll see you again, hopefully tomorrow.